Did you have a job while you were a teenager that paid you?
No, I used to help people, and I know that, like for instance, we lived in Sorrento, which I was around 10, 12. I used to help the foreman's wife, and she used to give me money, but I couldn't tell you how much money she gave me. But it was because I helped her. I didn't consider it a job.
What did you do?
Help her churning buttermilk, to make butter.
So basic housework.
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't remember how much you were paid?
No.
Were you paid by the hour, the day?
No. Just like, I don't even know if it was $1 or $2, but just like, thank you for helping.
Oh.
Just because she used to quilt, and I used to help her quilt too.
When you were a teenager, what were your responsibilities around the house?
I feel that it was everything. Make our beds before we went to school, do the dishes. I remember at the time even doing the laundry, washing it with a scrub board, and mostly ironing. But sometimes, if I didn't get that done before going to school, it was waiting for me when I got back.
And you had to take care of your brother and sister also. Did they have regular chores?
Well, I know that Jenny was supposed to help me because being that she's just not quite 3 years, but 2.5 years younger than I am, we were supposed to do the things, but she always either had to go to the bathroom or she wasn't feeling right, so I had to do it.
And your brother?
My brother didn't do nothing then. He was the apple of my mother's eye.
Which chore did you hate doing the most? Washing dishes.
Because we didn't have no inside water. We had to bring it in, take it out. I hated to do that.
The money you say you earned from doing the little chores for
this lady,
job, yes.
Mrs. Robinson. I gave it to my mother, I guess, because I don't remember ever spending it.
Okay, when you were 10, where were you living?
In Sorrento.
Sorrento?
Mm-hmm.
And who was living in your household at the time?
My mom, my dad, Jenny, and my brother.
Okay, so your mother, father, and your brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
And what was life like back then at the age of 10? Were you going to school?
Yes.
You were going to school and...
Yes. Going to school. We had to walk about a half a mile to go to school. And my mother would take us lunch and meet us halfway. We'd come halfway from school, and my mother would go, and we had this little tree that we sat under and had our lunch.
Okay, you talked about lunch. It's not one of the questions here, but what was your lunch? What did you have in your lunch, and what did you take it in, a paper bag or a lunch box?
No, my mother would take it like in, sometimes even a pot with a handle. She put like oatmeal, made it real thin as something to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, burritos of whatever she had.
Mm-hmm.
Beans, potatoes, eggs, whatever she had. That was her lunch.
So I noticed you didn't mention meat. Did you eat meat much at that time, or was it a luxury that you really couldn't afford?
We had meat, but not very often.
Mostly pork, chicken, beef?
Mostly corned beef, jerky that my mother used to fix. And we did have meat, but not very often. Fresh meat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how about, I call it the ethnic meats, for instance, the tripas, and the menudo, those type of the organ meats.
Yeah.
Did you eat very much
Yeah.
of that?
Yeah, we did. Liver, heart, menudo, brains, wild rabbit. We did, but not like every day. Every once in a while.
Okay, junior high. You say that what was the last grade you attended? Eighth grade.
And I never completed it.
You never completed it.
No. I think my favorite was PE, and that was I loved to play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And
So baseball was your best sport. You'd say it was the sport you were best
I
at.
like best.
You could hit the ball well.
Fairly well. Yeah.
Did you play with other girls or boys? Were you all
Mixed.
mixed? You were all mixed together. Did they always want to have Sephi on their team, or were you the last picked, or what would?
No, I can't say that I was one of the first ones or the last. No, I was included as far as that. Yeah. In fact, I just remember this teacher because he gave me, even though he gave me like bad marks on my report card, he was still nice. In fact, Nellie and I were the only ones that wouldn't put our gym clothes on.
Oh, did Nellie also fail the class?
Yep. Yeah. We had fair gradings on the other subjects except physical education because we wouldn't change into the gym clothes.
Okay. Now, a question that I had was, the reason was, I went over the tape and you said because of the exposure, and your mother understood that you had to undress. Was there any place to undress privately, or did you undress in front of other students when you changed?
That I'm not very sure, but it was just the idea that it's shorts.
Oh, okay. Then it was the uniform also that.
Yeah.
The shorts and the blouse.
More or less, we were exposing ourselves.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant while you were dressing.
No.
What were your favorite subjects in junior high school?
Spelling.
Spelling
was my favorite.
Now, why was that your favorite?
I don't know. I guess I was a little good at it. I don't know, but I know that was my favorite. Mm-hmm. History was the worst one.
History and English.
History and English, spelling and geography. I like geography also.
Hey, what did you look like at this time? Let's say about 8th grade, 9th grade. That would be about 14, 15. But how tall were you? Do you know?
No. When I was still going to school, I was the 8th grade. I was 13. Because that's about the time, that as far as I remember. Mm-hmm. I was about 13, but me, I couldn't tell you how I looked like. I mean, you can imagine with pigtails and very
plain.
Yes.
As far as other persons besides your mother, were you considered attractive or good looking or just average?
No way. No. I always considered myself homely, very homely.
Like Cinderella?
The sisters.
No, not the sisters. Cinderella, where beauty is.
Well, as far as that, I think, but as far as looks, I didn't have them.
Okay, how did you feel about your appearance?
Very bad.
Now, you felt bad about your appearance, but you didn't change it.
No.
Why were you unable to change your appearance?
Because of my mother's. She just wouldn't have it. She just wouldn't let us.
Okay. So, what would you have changed about your appearance if your mother had let you and your mother and father had the money or the means to let you? What would you have changed about your appearance?
My hair, for instance, and my clothes, I would have made them more to my size because they were always bigger than what I thought I had to have. But that was my mother's too.
Now, you say you would have changed your hair. What would you have done to change your hair?
Maybe cut it or comb different. I don't know. But because I just part in the middle and two ponytail or pigtail.
Okay, what would you say was your best feature? What was the best thing about looking at your hair, eyes, legs? What was it? What would you feel in your opinion? That's okay if you don't.
I can't say. I mean, I know I was a good person. I had good thoughts. That I'm pretty sure of. But as far as my looks are, no.
Okay, how about your worst feature? What did you dislike about the way you looked? Was it your hair, your clothes, your shoes, your nose, your ears? What was the worst feature you thought?
My eyes. I always wish I'd had bigger eyes. I don't know why. I always wished I had bigger eyes. I feel that anybody with big eyes is attractive.
Were looks very important to you back then?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I know there wasn't much you could do because of your mother for the way you looked, but in the back of your mind, is it true to say that you would have changed the way you looked because you cared about the way you looked?
Yes, and I think that if I would have been allowed to wear a little makeup, I could have looked a little better. But we weren't allowed.
Okay, you didn't wear makeup at all.
No, at all.
Did your mother wear makeup?
No.
Did you ever try putting makeup on?
Well, nail polish. The white one.
Clear.
Clear. Yeah. I'd put it on and take it right out. I mean, just the thought of, I wore the polish for, I don't know, maybe as soon as I was done, I'd take it out just so my mother wouldn't catch it. Yes.
So your mother didn't like even clear nail polish?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Did she ever tell you why?
I don't know, maybe it was because of her upbringing. I don't know what, but she just.
And you never questioned her?
No.
You never asked her, why not, Mom?
No.
Okay, as far as your clothing, you wore what you wore. Was your clothing style dictated by your parents, or is it? Okay, so for instance, let's say you wanted to hike your dress up past your knee. Who would say something first, your mother or father?
My mother.
So did you have any teenage friends while you were growing up?
Yes. I had a friend, best friend you could call it. Her name was Nellie Munoz. We weren't relatives, well, that was before I got married, but she was a very good friend.
Where did you meet her?
In Oceanside.
At school?
No, we used to live next door to each other in the section house.
Okay, did she go to school with you?
Yes.
And she was your same age, about?
No, she was a year older. And we were in the same grade.
What were some of the things that you used to do together?
Make dresses. I remember making a dress, and we always used to try to make the same pattern. about the best thing I can remember. We used to go to the beach together. My mother, her mother, the family.
And what did you do at the beach? Did you swim or
No. Just walk, just
walked along the beach?
yeah. No, she came to her dad became a foreman in El Toro, and we were still friends. And then they moved to Santana, and we kind of stopped because Leo didn't really know her husband, but we were friends the rest of our lives, off and on,
Okay, and what did your father do at this time again?
Worked for the railroad.
Worked for the railroad? What did he do in particular?
It was always keeping up the railroad. I couldn't tell you the railroad. I couldn't tell you exactly what. Change rails if they needed to. Change ties if they had to be changed. I couldn't specify particularly what.
Okay, what did you do for entertainment? Did you ever go to the movies?
No.
No movies.
My mother had a phonograph. That was our entertainment. She had a phonograph of Kindly Wine records. In fact, I think your dad still has some of the records they had. That was our only entertainment.
Okay, now you say you saw your girlfriends at the beach. Were there any other times that you met?
We lived next door to each other, so we talked, like.
Okay, so what type? You'd listen to records then for entertainment together, or did you play games together?
No, well, we played as far as like she would do her earning, I would do mine, and kind of see who got through first. I mean, yes.
So you made housework into a game.
Yes. Especially earning. I remember we'd set up our earning board, and that wasn't an ironing board like what you have now. It was a board that you sit on two chairs, the back of the chairs, and we'd get out there with the flat irons, and that was, we talked, laughed, kid, but had listened to the phonograph, but that's about the extent of our entertainment.
Okay, did you have a radio?
No.
No radio?
No.
And you didn't go to the movies?
No.
Never went to the movies? Okay, now you mentioned before that religion was a very important part of your youth, right?
Yes.
Did you go to church when you were a teenager?
Nope. We did our praying at home because there was no churches, especially where we lived. In Oceanside, there was a church, but I don't know why we never went.
Was it a Catholic church? Were you confirmed? Did you have a confirmation at 12? And that was it?
I don't remember that. I know I am confirmed, but as far as age, I can't tell you because I can't remember. I have all the sacraments.
Okay, music. You mentioned before that your mother used to sing to the phonograph record.
Yeah,
She used
along with them, yeah.
Who would you say had the best voice in your family? From what you remember. Did your father ever sing?
Nope.
Did you ever sing?
Yes.
Did your sister ever sing?
Her and I, but I mean not as what you call now, trying to become something or do something about it. Just.
How about your brother? Out of the three, in your opinion, who had the best voice?
I hate to say it, but I think I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, did anyone in the family play an instrument?
No.
No musical instruments?
No.
Do you remember any of the songs you used to sing? Were there any songs that we would remember now that you would sing?
No, just like I said, the typical rancheras.
So you sang in Spanish, not
Yeah.
English?
Yes, Spanish.
Can you remember any song that you sang? Can you hum a few bars?
No, no.
Okay, dancing. Did you like dancing when you were young?
I loved dancing. But when I became of age that I could have danced, my mother wouldn't let me. But I loved dancing.
So where did you dance?
By that time, it was in El Toro.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother used to take us. But for some reason or another, I had to sit by her. And Jenny was able to sneak away and dance with whoever she wanted. But I remember me sitting by my mother. If a young man came to ask me out, she'd say that, I had to sit. I really don't remember. But it was the older man that she allowed me to get up and dance, which I didn't enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one that I can remember, when we started to go to dances here in Toro.
How old were you then?
15, 16.
Now, where were these dances at?
El Toro. El Toro.
Yeah, what in a church or?
No, the hall, the community hall.
Okay, now you said your mother was there also.
She used to go with us. Yes.
Now, who were these dances? Who put on these dances?
The Altar Society.
Okay, so it was a church sponsored. Mm-hmm. And who were these dances for? Were they for teenagers, parents, or anybody that wanted?
The whole family.
The whole family?
Yeah.
The family?
Young and old.
What time did these dances start?
Maybe 8 until midnight.
And did they serve food at these dances?
Yes. We all took turns in taking something like tamales, enchiladas, or whatever. Each one took whatever they could.
So
we got turns, like one time it was my turn to take something, our turn, and next time somebody else.
Yeah, was there any alcohol served, or was it snuck in?
Snuck in. Yeah, they didn't serve it in there.
Uh-huh.
No, but there always managed to be outside something going on.
Is it that same hall that we used to go? Really? Yeah, because I remember as a little kid, they'd be drinking outside.
I think that's where your dad met your mom.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Did your father go to these dances?
No, he didn't like to dance.
He didn't?
No.
So while you were at these dances, what was he doing?
Stay home.
Okay, so your father didn't like to dance. You never saw him dance with your mother?
No.
Did your mother ever tell you that they ever danced together?
Yes. Again, like I told you before, when at the section houses, when they used to get together, just the family, my dad would be a little, shall I say, happy. And he'd get up and kind of try to dance a jarabe with my mother. But my mother did it just to do it, not because she hated it, because he didn't know how to dance. He just got up there and yeah.
Just that sounds like me. How about your mother? What was her? She liked dancing. Correct?
Oh yes, she loved dancing.
What would you pick out as the most significant event of your life during this period, from about age 12 to 20?
Well, the most significant is like when I took off with grandma. That I can, stands out. Other than that, it was.
Okay, you say, pardon me?
like every day, every other day.
Okay, you say took off with him, and you didn't say married. Okay,
No.
could you clarify that the difference between the two?
I took off with your grandpa, and he took me. We went to get the license in Santa Ana, and then after that, he took me to a friend's house and left me there until we were able to go back and get married a week later.
Okay, how old were you at this time?
17,
17, and how old was he?
32,
That's a big age difference.
14 years.
14 years.